different so much. The only difference that I noticed, it didn't have anything to do with education, was that, you know, my kids can run all over town, and I knew where they were. You know, I knew across town wasn't very far from where we lived, so, you know, if they wanted to run over to the park, that was fine. But here, you don't dare do that. You don't let your kids out of your neighborhood or out of your sight, because, you know, it's just a whole different community. The community over there was a lot more, I guess, close-knit as far as everybody knew everybody. I still think everybody knows everybody here in Louisville. There's a lot more reserved. You know, I don't dare let my kids just run across town. I have a 16-year-old now, and I still make her check in, and I want to know where she's at. But education-wise, I felt like, you know, it was not a lot different for me, really. Class size was about the same. The professional development was different. The professional development part was a change. Because, you know, at Houghton it was more, you get professional development at the beginning of the year. Here you're interrupted a lot through the year getting professional development and those kind of things. And Houghton was a little bit different there. In Houghton, I remember, we were already doing professional learning communities there, and we were doing study groups, and we were doing study books. And then when I came here, I was like, oh my God, you know, I was so excited about it. I thought, oh, you know, maybe they'll implement, and it was not even heard of over here. Of course, a few years when they start bringing it up, I was like, hey, you know, I've done that, and I've seen how they worked, and I enjoyed that aspect of it, with the teachers being able to collaborate with teachers and share ideas from the classrooms. That's the part I probably enjoyed the most.
I got one more quick one, and then you wrap it up. When you guys were teaching, was it just like one teacher per classroom, and not like right now where you're breaking it up into all different over? Because I know growing up, it was just one teacher for me all the way through 6th grade. Was it that for you, and what do you think of that change now?
It is much more of a team effort now, I can tell you. We were very isolated as a teacher my first few years. And as a student, I had one teacher.
Do you think it's better or worse?
You know, honestly, I think it's better now, just in the fact that we do have our special ed teachers and our regular ed teachers working together as a team to meet the needs of our students. We have, I know when I taught, I did have a partner teacher that we laughed and said we shared the same brain, that we did a lot of planning together and a lot of collaborating together, and we did swap our class, and I taught science to both classes, she taught social studies to both classes. We did a little bit of that, which again, the tag teaming, I think the students got a variety of teaching that way, teaching styles, that broke up their day. And we still have a little bit of that now, but the team effort and the collaboration that happens now enriches the instruction, I think, greatly. We have weekly meetings, weekly collaboration meetings where every teacher at the same grade level meets, sometimes with the special ed teachers, sometimes with the ESL teachers, but they talk about students' data and their instruction and how are we going to meet the needs of every child, and they do that together. It's a team effort.
It's no longer, this is the 2nd grade teacher, this is their class, once that door's shut, it's my class, I do what I need to do with my class until the end of the day, and then my class leaves. It's a lot different.
It is a lot different.
Teachers are given a lot less, I don't want to say control, but, you know, they're all wanting to, and I can see why they do some of it where they do, because if you have a kid that, we have so much transiency with kids. Now, I don't remember it being that way when I was in school. There's a lot of transiency. Kids even moving from one school to the next in town, or you get kids moving in the middle of the year, moving out in the middle of the year. They're coming from a teacher that taught them something totally different to this new classroom, and now this teacher's teaching reading completely different than what they just learned. That kid's so lost. And I think one of the things they're trying to go to, especially in this little area, if kids move from one school to the next, they have a system that goes with them, and the style is more the same. But we have a lot of transiency with our kids.
Toby, anything to add?
I have nothing much to add. My background is completely different than theirs. We're talking about job-specific training for most of my years, and it's still that way. It's changed. Administration, used to be in the Board of Education, now you're under the Regents and blah, blah, blah. But that part, at least, I think is very much the same as it ever was. Most of those students will go to work and instead of get the other year to get an associate degree, or they may not. They've got that option now. They always did have, though, the ability to go get the other half and get an associate degree and get credit for their vocational work. That's not new. So that hasn't changed as much, except it's not pushed as hard by the federal government and supported as well as it used to be. Not the federal government, state government's in charge of that. But the regions have got bigger things on their mind most of the time. Is that not right?
Pretty much.
Used to go up and take that budget, a man named Dale Dennis, speaker, and he'd read it over and ask you a few questions and send you home. I don't think it's that simple to get out of the regions.
Now you basically just wait to see what they give you and you go from there, so.